You are Locked On Bulldogs, your daily podcast on the Georgia Bulldogs. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Hello and welcome to the Locked On Bulldogs podcast. Clint looks like he needs a bucket right now.
I'm Clint. This is Daniel, and I need all the buckets you can spare. We are 3 days away. It is Friday. We are 3 days away. I think people don't understand this, Daniel. But you, Georgia fan, you listen and you understand. Daniel understands. I understand. I have involuntary sounds that come out of my mouth during the day, and they are to stop me from either saying something foul out loud in public or from needing to use a bucket. There's loss of sleep. There's lots of symptoms. Look, we could be on a TV commercial for Georgia fandom.
It's a real medical thing being a Georgia fan. I think you don't understand it unless you're in it. If you're here watching and you're an Alabama fan, we know you don't get it. But if you're a Georgia fan, you do.
By the way, really quick, Bama fan, we weren't saying you're scared of us. We were saying you're so terrified of losing, you're insecure. Please learn the English. Okay, I can't.
Please don't.
Okay,
don't try.
Sorry, I can't.
Don't try. Is that a Georgia hat you're wearing, by the way? It's a Georgia hat. Okay. All right, just making sure. Trying to keep the people happy. All right. Look, everybody's a little bit on edge. It's the national championship game. And it's Friday. The game is not tomorrow. It's on Monday. This is not even the last episode coming out before.
You guys are going to hear us two other times. Probably, you know what? You're going to see a lot of us.
I may put a video out tomorrow, Clint. You may see me out there on the YouTubes. Let me just say, if you listen to the pod on audio, which you could do Spotify, it's a British. If you listen to it in England, especially on audio only, you can do that on Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, the Google Play Store, wherever you get your podcast. If you do that on audio only, there will be an episode today, Friday. You're listening to it right now. There will also be an episode Monday before the game, Tuesday after the game. Win or lose, Bama fans will be here.
Come make fun of us.
Or come let us. Nah, that won't be the case.
Come make fun of us. Shut your.
Come make fun of us.
Come make fun of us.
We'll be here to make fun of. Audio podcast will be as normal next week. But if you don't subscribe to the YouTube channel, now would be a good time to subscribe to the YouTube channel because there might be some extra content coming your way, some additional content coming to the YouTube over the next few days. And so stay tuned for that. Regardless, it's Friday. We got a game on Monday. And as Clint and I like to do on Fridays during the season, and this will be for the last time this season, we will talk about what...
I was about to get teary-eyed. For the last time during this season with this team, Daniel, this is our last excited, nervous, don't sleep on for the 2021 Georgia Bulldogs. That's something.
It is. And if you don't mind, I would like to kick things off. I would like to tell you what I'm excited about this game. And it's something that I think I'm speaking to Alabama fans. I'm speaking to Georgia fans, mostly Georgia fans, but Alabama fans, you can take this to heart too. I'm excited because this is the national championship game, Clint. And I say that to say this.
Okay.
Does Georgia want to beat Alabama? Absolutely they do. Do Georgia fans want to take down Nick Saban? Absolutely they do. Do Alabama fans want to maintain their stranglehold on the greatest dynasty in college football history? Absolutely they do. Do Alabama fans want to stay on top of the mountain and kick down for the 8th consecutive time this Georgia football team and beat them yet again? Absolutely they do. But listen. This is the national championship game. This is not about beating Alabama. This is not about beating Georgia again. This is about writing your name in college football history. And that's what I'm excited about. If we win the national championship, you will not hear me get on this podcast on Tuesday and open with a long, drawn-out gloating over Alabama fans because we beat Alabama, because that's not what this game primarily is about. This game is about proving that you're the best team in college football for this season. It's about being a champion. That's what I'm excited. I'm excited that my team has an opportunity to play for a championship. Only happens to 2 teams every year, and my team is one of them. And that is a really, really good feeling. Clint, we talked a while ago that the number one factor that was hindering Georgia from national championships was opportunities to play for national championships. Only one trip to the college football playoff before this season. It included a trip to the title game. They fell short. Now this season, they've given themselves another opportunity. You keep smashing into that door, and eventually it's going to break down. Georgia has another kick at it on Monday night. That's what's exciting to me.
Daniel, the thing I'm excited about most, and this is very personal. So yes, first, we're in the national championship game. Not a lot of teams can say that. And by the way, it's going to get, if you think it's going to open up as the years continue, it's going to get harder, folks. Like I don't understand if you are watching what's happening with name, image, likeness, with recruiting right now, with where the recruits are going, with where coaches are going and how they're falling out. It's going to get harder. We're here and we are a main staple in this college football playoff. So that's a great point. I am so thrilled to extend the season one more week and revel in one of my favorite dog teams of all time, this 2021 team. Okay. Now, I don't think you guys understand how special this team is. I know the SEC championship tainted the entire season. I was there. Guys, I was there. Okay? We're in a reflective mood right now. But we have an opportunity to go on. We're an opportunity to play. And again, you can't win unless you're there. But I get to watch these gentlemen go out and ball out one more time. And I'm thrilled for that. Nakobe Dean, my goodness, you have stolen my heart, young man. It is yours.
Yep.
Treat it kindly. I just, there's nothing more to say. Trayvon Walker, I've watched you become one of the most dominant interior linemen in all of college football. You are going to be a force to be reckoned with for decades to come. I just love this team so much, and to watch them again, that's what I'm excited for, Daniel. So we could talk and pontificate a lot about the results and how we're going to win and yada, yada, yada. But at the end of the day, I get to watch Stetson Bennett lace him up. I get to watch James Cook, Zamir White, Jeremy. Look, if y'all don't realize Jamari is going to be another Andrew Thomas-like tackle in the league. Like, again, we get to brag about these guys. These are the kids we get to brag about. And they're all Georgia raised. They're all Georgia made. And we get to go rep that Power G one more time. I'm thrilled for that.
Built by Georgia, you could almost say.
You could
They're
almost say
built by Georgia. Cool. All right. There's a lot to be excited about. Georgia fans, we hope you're excited. I don't know what your weekend plans are like, but just get yourself right. Get yourself mentally and physically ready. We're going to be back, though, to talk about what we're nervous about. And I'm not going to lie to you. It's more. It's more stuff. There's more. This is a column that begins to unfold page after page. Okay,
Yeah,
it's
no.
not. It's
You
not a
said
single
column.
entry. Yeah.
No, you said column. That was a single column. There needs to be S at the end of that. You need to pluralize that.
That's
Hey, we're going to come back. We're going to do that. But first, I want to let you know about an incredible opportunity everyone needs to know about buying gas. It's called Get Upside. Listeners right now are making 25 cents for every gallon of gas every time they fill up. Just download the free app Get Upside in the App Store or Google Play right now. Use promo code SCORE, and on the first gallon of gas, you're going to get 50 cents back on every single gallon, y'all.
50 cents.
50 cents. So get out that excursion that is getting
Ooh,
nearly 3.5 miles per gallon.
6.5 miles per gallon. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Get it on out there. It's 50 cents cash back on every gallon. Don't pay full price at pump anymore. Get cash back using Get Upside. Download the app and use promo code SCORE to get up to 50 cents gallon cash back on your first tank. Some people who drive a lot, I don't drive too terribly much, but some of the listeners are making as much as $200 to $300 a month in cash back, and there's no catch. The cash gets right back to you, added to your account. You can cash out anytime to your bank, PayPal, eCard, Amazon, or the brands. Just download the free Get Upside app and use promo code SCORE to get up to 50 cents a gallon cash back on your first tank. That's code SCORE.
Also want to tell you about betonline.ag. They are your online sportsbook experts. They're the place that Clint and I go to place every wager that we make on college sports, as well as the NBA, the NFL. Playoffs are coming in the NFL, and so open your account, betonline.ag. Go there right now. Enter the promo code LOCKEDON, and you'll get a 50% bonus on your initial deposit. That means you open your account, you enter the promo code LOCKEDON as you're funding your account. Whatever you put in, they will put 50% more right on top. That's free money with which to bet on any number of things. Whatever your sport of choice is, whether it's basketball, football, golf, tennis, hockey, whatever it is, you can bet at betonline.ag. They are your online sportsbook experts. They've got a great app. They've got a great mobile site, and you can go there, betonline.ag. Enter the promo code LOCKEDON and get a 50% bonus on your initial deposit from betonline.ag, your online sportsbook experts.
All right, nervous. Now, let me tell you, we have a time constraint for this segment, Daniel. Okay.
You can't. Well, you better set an alarm. You better set an alarm because I'm going to get lost in my thoughts.
Okay. Should we do this rapid fire back and forth, or should we give each other platform to do it?
I mean, however you want to do it.
I'm nervous that we're gonna get a lead into the fourth quarter in this game.
Yeah. I mean, look, this has been it's a popular topic. People have reached out to us about this. How does Georgia finish this game? I think it's the biggest thing. It's the biggest statement of the game. I would rather be down 17 points than be outscored by 7 points in the fourth quarter. Not knowing any other outcome of the game, I would rather be outscored 17-0 to start the game than be outscored 7-0 in the fourth quarter. That's how strongly I feel about how important it is for Georgia to finish strong in this game. Now, that wasn't what killed us in the SEC championship game. It was the second quarter, so it's not like it's every single time, but there's no lead, Clint. There's no lead that we will feel good going into the fourth quarter. None.
We could be up literally
40-0.
I was just going to say 24 points. It could be what you pick the number, and I'm not okay. Like, this is going to be New Year's Eve ball dropping, where it is not actually New Year's until that ball is fine. Like, I'm counting down every single second and don't feel good the entire time. Daniel, this is going to seem a little off, but here's what I'm going to quickly add what I'm not nervous about. Okay.
Oh, interesting. You're just renaming the segment right away.
No. I'm not nervous about Will Anderson. Can I tell you that much right now? Will Anderson, I'm not worried about you at all. I'm not nervous about you one bit.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm not nervous about Alabama's offensive line. Not worried about that at all.
Well, now if we watch the SEC championship game, one might say that we should be nervous about Alabama's offensive line, but you're not.
I'm not nervous about those two things. I'm nervous about having a lead in the fourth quarter. I am nervous, just bone-chillingly nervous, Daniel.
Yep.
that I am going to no longer be able to utter the name Lewis Seen ever again in my life. Because there's a name
Not
to
great.
which I have never said since the last time we were in this position and a blown coverage on a very important down in a very important part of that game. I have yet to utter his name ever again. And I'm afraid that Lewis Seen, you'll be getting the same treatment.
Put him on the list. We're just I don't even know how to frame this segment other than the Alabama fans, I assume this is what you want to hear. This is
like, no, they're excited.
I'm not nervous that we're going to lose the game. I'm certain that we're going to lose the game. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know what has been said on this podcast this week that has been interpreted as like arrogance. Like I don't.
It's called stupidity on somebody else's behalf.
It's called insecurity, is what it's called, Clint. And we did a whole episode about it.
About how that insecurity is there. What are you saying? Why
would we be scared of Georgia? 41 to 24. No, we're gonna lose the game, Clint.
Yeah.
I don't know like what Alabama is better than Georgia. And this Alabama team is better than this Georgia team. Good offense beats good defense. And that's it. I don't know. I'm nervous. But if I'm going to expand that and talk about why we're going to lose the game, it won't be because our defense gives up 34 again, which is what our defense gave up in the last game. It won't be because Lewis Seen lets guys run free. I don't think. When we lose this game, it will be because of turnovers. It will be because we turn the ball over. And Georgia, when you start watching us turn the ball over, do yourself a favor and just walk away. Walk away from that situation because it doesn't end well. It's never going to go well. So that's what I'm most nervous about. I'm nervous about interceptions. I'm nervous about fumbles. I'm nervous that Stetson has one of each in this game, an interception and a fumble. So just to say that out loud, just to get it out there into the ether. Look, I don't know, Clint. I've seen it too many times. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, then chances are it's Georgia losing a big game. Chances are that's what it is. And so, look, that's how I feel. It's Friday. The game's on Monday.
Do you understand? Like when we watch these games, I'm nervous that there'll be something that happens that I can't explain. Just like the last game. Where did this defense come from? Like I have no answer. Like I can't tell you a scientific, observable thing to say, wow, our defense really stunk it up because of fill in the blank. You know, I'm most nervous about that we get to this stage and it's like, oh my gosh, who is this team? Be like, I have literally nothing that works within the realm of reality that I currently reside in. I have to make up fiction to try to explain the fiction that I'm watching. That's what I'm nervous about.
Why do we do this, Glenn? Why is this a segment? Why is this a podcast? Why are we the way that we are?
I can't.
These are the questions. These are the questions that we're asking. Okay.
I can't.
Listen, tell us we're wrong. Honestly, if we're wrong,
please
tell us we're wrong. Tell us that we shouldn't be nervous about any of those things, and we might believe you. But until then, we're going to tell you about Built Bar. It's the best tasting protein bar on planet Earth. Built Bar comes in a wide variety of delicious flavors. All of them are high in protein. They're all high in fiber. They're all low in sugar. They're all keto approved. They are all great on the go, pre-workout, post-workout, meal replacement. Wherever you need them, Built Bar is there. If you're going down to Indy, stick a few in the pocket, carry them right there into Lucas Oil. Just a little halftime refuel. Built Bar is the tastiest protein bar on planet Earth. It's the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar. If you've never had one, go to BuiltBar.com. Enter the promo code LOCKEDON15. You'll get 15% off your first order. That's 15% off. You're trying to eat healthy. It's a new year. You're trying to make better choices. Instead of eating a Snickers bar at 3 o'clock in the afternoon because you're hungry and you need to get through the rest of your workday, try a double fudge brownie Built Bar instead. And I promise you, not only will you be eating something significantly healthier for you, significantly lower in sugar, higher in protein, higher in fiber, but you will be eating something equally delicious. BuiltBar.com. Enter the promo code LOCKEDON15 for 15% off your order at Built Bar, the tastiest protein bar on planet Earth.
Daniel, I'm really curious. That I can't. Wonder how that Built Bar is gonna taste the second time through, Daniel. Just
easy in, easy out.
That's what we're saying. Okay, so we talked about what we're excited for. We talked about what we're nervous for. Let's talk about don't sleep on, Daniel.
Okay.
What's nobody talking about that we should be talking about, and nobody should be sleeping on this come Monday night?
Well, I'll tell you, it's not fair to say nobody's talking about it because I've been talking about it quite a bit. And I'm about to keep talking about it. Don't sleep on the long and deliberate excuse train from the Alabama fans as it pulls into the station before the game even kicks off. I don't know if you've been paying attention, Georgia fans.
Look at the comments from Wednesday's episode, I beg you.
But we've been paying attention. Let me tell you what I've been reading, Clint. I've been reading that this is Georgia's best team ever, and this is Nick Saban and Alabama's worst team that they have ever fielded. Clint, it's unbelievable that Nick Saban got this team to the national championship game. That's what Alabama fans want you to believe. They are spinning this underdog narrative like it's the football coming out of Bryce Young's hand. They are just ripping it down the field, this narrative that it's unthinkable that Nick Saban could take this ragtag group of guys and somehow patch together, like your grandma's old quilt, some sort of a successful season, because this is the worst team, Clint, that he's had in his time at Alabama. Who do you think is, according to 24/7 Sports, team composite talent ratings? They do a composite team talent ratings. Who do you think is the most talented team in all of college football, Clint?
It's clearly Georgia, because only Kirby knows. Kirby only knows how to recruit. He doesn't know how to do anything else besides that. So it's clearly us.
Well, it's Alabama, Clint. Alabama has the most talented team in all of college football. But I'll tell you what they're missing, Clint. They're missing star power at key positions. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they don't have any star leadership. It's not like they have a quarterback that won the Heisman Trophy.
And Daniel, Alabama didn't dip into the portal to try to fill a need at some premium position like wide receiver or something like that.
Or middle linebacker.
No,
it's not like they've got no. And it's not like not only do they have a quarterback that finished first in the Heisman voting, they also have a linebacker that finished fifth in a defensive player that finished fifth in the Heisman voting, and an offensive player that finished first in the Heisman voting. And yet I'm supposed to believe that this is the least talented team that Alabama has fielded. You cannot be any dumber if you believe that. You literally cannot be any dumber if you believe that. All that is a pre-excuse because hold on, callback. It's called a callback. It's for when I referenced something that happened earlier in the week. Because you're deeply insecure
There it is.
of what it's going to mean now listen to the words I used. It would mean if Georgia were to beat Alabama. You're deeply insecure, and therefore the excuses begin to build on each other. We're just lucky to be here, Clint. This team has no talent, Clint.
I nearly reached through the internet, which you can't do, and grabbed the neck of Bama fan that typed the phrase rebuilding year. Okay? You're literally the worst college football fan possible. Alabama fan. Please hear me.
The two deep is filled with juniors and seniors.
It's not a rebuild. You can't have your cake and eat it too. I know that you think you write rules, but you don't write the rules. It's not a rebuilding year. You're the best team in college football. Now, I think you want to say that because, again, you lost to A&M and Auburn almost took you, and you're afraid of Georgia beating you because of these two things. Because Auburn took you to the woodshed, A&M took you to the woodshed, and freaking Jimbo beat you, which this should embarrass you. You have a Heisman winner and a top 10 defensive pick, and Jimbo Fisher beat you with a quarterback that now transferred because Bo Nix left, and he said, well, I could do better than him. This is why you are the way that you are and why you ruin college football. Just so you're completely fair, Bama fan.
Can we explore this just a bit further, and then I want to hear what you're not sleeping on.
Okay,
because if it's not, this is why Alabama fan is making this preemptive excuse.
Correct.
I just want to. Sometimes when someone is saying something that's false, Clint, you know this. I know.
Oh.
And I know this. Sometimes when someone's saying something that's false, what you want to do is not necessarily contradict them.
No.
You want to just keep pushing them down this road.
Yes, sir.
Just keep taking the next step in these assumptions that you're making, because eventually that road is going to lead you somewhere that you're going to see is not where you want to be. So if it's not that this is the least talented team that Nick Saban's ever had, because it's not by a long shot. Now, most talented team in college football. If it's not that Alabama played a very difficult schedule this year, because it's not. Alabama played an incredibly weak schedule this year. Someone please tell me more about the Georgia hasn't beaten anybody, because the only team Alabama's beaten is a team that hasn't beaten anybody. So what good is that win, Alabama?
No.
Okay. If it's not any of those things, and yet your eyeballs tell you that this is the worst Alabama team that you've seen in a decade, hold on. Let's just use the old noodle here. What could that mean? I'll tell you the only reasonable conclusion that you could come to. It's that 70-year-old Nick Saban and his coaching staff,
Bill O'Brien,
have done exceedingly less with more.
There it is.
They have taken really talented players and grossly underachieved, according to your own admission, Alabama fans. This is not what I think.
No.
I think Alabama is a one-loss team in the national championship game. That's pretty good. You are saying that they're the worst Alabama team you've ever seen. And so what you're saying is that Nick Saban shat the bed, and he has completely blown it with a Heisman Trophy winner and maybe the best defensive player in college football? And that's how bad the team is? Sounds like somebody's got a real problem.
I'm just going to say one name. I'm just going to say one name.
Okay.
McElroy. Okay?
You want to tell me this is the worst team they've had? and Greg McElroy was the quarterback.
Okay. Thank you. Please and thank you. Here, don't sleep on this.
Okay, tell us.
Oh, I gotta. Ooh.
Just cleansing breaths. Cleansing.
Deep,
Out with the bad air.
deep.
Out with the bad air. In with the good air. Out with the bad air.
Deep.
In with the good air. Yep.
Do not sleep on us winning this game. Do not sleep, Daniel. Daniel, come back.
Woo!
Don't sleep. Here's okay, really quick. Our defense is back. They got confidence. They are nasty. Those boys are nasty right now. If y'all don't think they're nasty, go read the comments. They are out for blood. This is look, SEC championship. We tried to get up. We weren't up. This is a different feel. Guys, we are in the weeds with a lot of this stuff, as many of you are Georgia fan. This is a different tone, a different feel, a different everything with that, okay? Compared to SEC championship this year. I'm talking this year because that's what we have. Mm-hmm. We have this year. Nothing else. I'm not focused on anything else this year. Secondly, Todd Monken is the best offensive coordinator in all of college football. And you won't convince me otherwise. Okay?
Yeah, or you think Stetson Bennett's elite. You choose.
There it is.
Which one?
I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Either Todd Monken's elite or Stetson Bennett's elite. You choose.
I got a defense that is playing beyond exciting, beyond pumped, knows what they are dictated to do. We are catching Bama with injuries. We are catching Bama with injuries with no number one wide receiver. We have Kirby Smart and Dan Lanning promising to get back to doing what they were doing the whole year, which, by the way, is what Auburn did and Texas A&M did. Like, the blueprint's out there. It's plain to everybody to see. Okay, this isn't tinfoil hat fan from 2 years ago. Okay, like, it's plain for everybody to see. And we got an offense that is the line. You want to talk about where we're going to win and lose this game? Like, we got incredible weapons. Brock Bowers, the best receiving threat in all of college football. Zamir White, James Cook, incredible tandem out of a running back. You want to talk about our wide receivers in Burton. Our offensive line got pushed last game in the run game. When we needed a first down on 3rd and short, guess what? We got it. It. When we needed pass pro to shut everything down, we got it. And I heard all week, just like I'm hearing this week, Michigan actually had a better defense than Georgia. I heard that all week. You heard that all week. Well, statistically, I know scoring, blah, 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 blah. But if you look at the advanced metrics, actually, Michigan, okay, where were they? Well, actually, if you look at Alabama, we'll see. Guys, don't sleep on us winning this game.
All right. Well, I still think we're going to lose, but you bring up some interesting points, Clint. You do bring up some interesting points. Alabama fans, does Nick Saban have a player development problem? That's the question that we're asking you. Georgia fans, please try to convince us that we shouldn't be as nervous as we are. Georgia fans, this is who we are. This is the way that we were brought up. So let us know. We will be back on Monday, as I said.
Some people are naughty by nature. We're naughty by nurture.
Interesting. Now, if you are a person that we typically drop the episodes around midnight. If you're a person that likes to get them that night before as they come out, just know Monday's episode will not be dropped at midnight. It probably will not come out until sometime late morning because we are going to get up and record it on Monday morning because we want you to have the freshest of the fresh insight and perspective that we have to offer you. So we're giving you day of coverage of the game. So look for that to hit around a little before lunchtime. Give you plenty of time to listen to it there at the office or as you're driving or as you're getting ready for the game or whatever. check back with us. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, do that because there's going to be lots of stuff over there all throughout this weekend and into next week. And we will see you guys on Monday.